So we've heard a lot about the Guadiana River from several different cruisers over the last several years, and we've decided to make a trip up the Guadiana River to a little town called Alcoutim.
So we arrived at the Guadiana late afternoon, which is the river that runs between Portugal and Spain, and spent our first night at a small marina on the Portugal side called Real de Santo Antonio. The next morning, we pulled out and made our way up the river underneath a suspension bridge and around multiple curves and turns to find the anchorage between the two towns, Alcoutim on the Portuguese side and Sanlúcar de Guadiana on the Spanish side. We're getting ready to depart, and today Bill is going to be behind the wheel. We're in kind of a tight little anchorage here, and we've got tide still running out. So what we're thinking we're going to do is springs, bow, allow the bow to circle out, and stern. See how it goes. Bow thrusters aren't working so well today. Reverse maybe? Come around more, come around hard.
Coming hard.
Come hard, come hard. Keep coming. Okay, so what the heck just happened? Well, as I mentioned, our plan coming out of here was that we were gonna release the spring and the bow and keep the stern line attached. This was because we had significant current running in this direction and a nice little cross breeze. So as you can see, it's kind of a tight spot, and we figured, all right, we'll just let the bow swing out and then get out of here. So that seemed to be working.
Bow was swinging out, and then we started getting a little bit too close to the dock. So I put it in forward to pull us off just a little bit, but we're worried about the wind vane hitting the dock right there. I think we turned a little bit further than that, right around there. And that's where
we released the stern line.
Tried to use the bow thruster, which I had been using the bow thruster before and noticing it die while we had been spinning around. Got a battery problem.
So bow thrusters don't work, and we're headed straight towards this nice little boat at the end of the T-head. Unable to make our turn because of the current and the wind.
So I needed to put some way on so that the boat would turn instead of just drift. So in forward I went, and I put a lot of throttle on, trying to turn the boat and getting close to that next boat, which then we both started to freak out.
Captain Bill threw it into reverse, the most prudent thing to do.
And we backed up and kind of prop wash pulled us over towards the dock again, straightened up, put it into gear, and blasted out.
We're just ripping out of here as fast as we can. That was a little too close for comfort, to say the least. How's that for your morning coffee?
I gotta go to the bathroom again.
Step one, out of the marina.
Yeah, that wasn't so easy.
No, weren't expecting that.
Yeah,
Step two, under the bridge.
Sneak under the bridge. The last time we went under a bridge that we were extremely nervous about was in the ICW in Florida. And we didn't think we were ever going to have to go under one again that was made us so nervous. However, here we are at the Rio Guadiana in Portugal, and we're about to go under a suspension bridge that has no specific information. The only information I do have says that it's 18 meters in this book, but then it says that that's at average sea level. Then I've read another source that says 20 meters, and then I have somebody I know with the exact same boat as ours with a 20.7 meter mast that went under it at low tide with no problem. So we are here about 5 minutes from departure at the bottom of the Guadiana, getting ready to go underneath this bridge, and we'll get a little filming as we go underneath it. Hopefully we don't have to replace our rig.
Another point of confusion seems to be when exactly low tide is, as we have two different sources. We have what's available online in the tide charts, and then we have the local source, and they vary by about 45 minutes to an hour. So regardless, I have my canvas ready. So, you know, if we go down, maybe I could get one last painting in.
Go down. Not going down.
Slightly past.
All right, listen, when we get close to the bridge, make sure you hit that red button, to retract the mast by, like, just retract it by like 8 feet.
Okay.
All right.
Here we have our audience for going under the bridge. They've come to cheer us on.
So there's two ways to go underneath the bridge. You can either crawl underneath it and watch the top of the mast and everything, or you can go at full speed. You go at full speed, the boat hunkers down a little bit, you gain another 3 or 4 inches. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I think that we might go full speed and hope we get those extra 3 inches.
There's our red. There's our green. I think it looks okay. Yup. Looks like maybe 3 feet. Pretty close. Pretty close. We're through.
Yeah.
Pucker factor. Scale 1 to 10 pucker factor.
At 9, maybe 9.5.
I give it a 7.
I think I might have soiled myself.
Here we are in the Guadiana. See, a nice little breeze comes down the river, which is really nice. We got some boats, anchorage up here. Got a lot of, we got the Portuguese town over there. Beautiful sunshade. And the Spanish town over there. So, we've had a little bit of time now to reflect on our trip up the Guadiana River. And we're sitting now here both going to rate the trip and the location on a few different levels. Number 1, scenic beauty, uniqueness. Self-explanatory. Number 2, safety and comfort. Again, self-explanatory. Third thing, things to do. This would be like social aspects, shopping, walking around, sights to see, all of those different things. And the fourth one is getting there. So this is kind of like, how much of a pain in the butt is it?
One being easy to get there or hard to get there?
1 being hardest to get there, 10 being super easy, like wind behind you.
Like in and out, like a McDonald's on the thruway.
Right, coconut trail. Yeah, exactly. And then last, is it worth it overall?
Not that I like McDonald's on the thruway. Is it what?
Is it worth it overall?
Okay. 1 through 10, yep.
1 through 10.
All right.
Okay.
So
Here we
do
go.
first.
So we're gonna rate them all and then share our answers.
Oh, really? All at the same time?
Yeah, and then because we're gonna have different answers.
Okay. Well, keep your stuff over there.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready.
3.
1, 2, 3. Scenic beauty, uniqueness. I scored it a 6.5.
I gave it a 4.
Oh, that's surprising.
Not really. It wasn't really that unique. I mean, it was just a river.
Anyway. What I thought was unique about it is 2 cities on each side of the river, and different time zones.
Unique for Europe? Or
Yeah.
no, that's terrible to say you're not unique for Europe. There's so many freaking great places in Europe. I would definitely will be cutting that point down. Scenic beauty. I mean, it was just kind of a
It was kind of a
blasé
dusty
river. It
trail.
wasn't-
Yeah, there wasn't anything. maybe I overrated on that one.
All right. So safety, comfort. What'd you give it?
8.
Me too.
All right,
Yeah.
we're in agreement there.
Yeah, we had some
Very
good wind
safe.
while we were there. It was blowing 30 knots. I mean, we went up that river to get out of some weather.
Yeah.
Before we were getting ready to go to Morocco, and it was blowing pretty good, and it's really muddy, so your anchor sticks right away. And besides all the branches coming down the river and sticking on your anchor while you're, I mean, that's nothing.
No big deal.
Yeah. All right.
Things to do.
What'd you give it?
3.
I gave it a 4. Yeah, we hiked, and the trails were just
Dusty
really boring.
and boring. Apparently, there's some people that get together and play music and have a potluck, but we didn't experience that.
All right, getting there.
Getting there.
One being
super easy.
10,
No,
one being hard.
1 being
10,
hard, 10 being easy.
What'd you give it?
6.
Me too.
I think that getting up the river is a little bit difficult. It's kind of a little bit out of the way, and yeah.
Is it worth it?
6.
That's what I gave it. This is so boring.
Yay!
We're both
in
exactly the
agreement.
same. I know. We don't usually agree on anything, but we agree on this apparently.
That's good.
Is it worth it? Yeah, right. So
Very, that you can interpret that in a lot of different ways. Like, do you have a lot of time to kill? Are you looking for a safe anchorage? And that's
if you're looking
it?
for a place to sit for 2 weeks, that's
And do
comfortable,
some
and there's
boat jobs.
and there'll be you do some boat jobs, and there's going to be definitely some social activity because there's plenty of boats up there.
Apparently, there's social activity.
Yeah, I mean, there's boats of all different character. I mean, there's boats that have been in the river for 10 years and haven't moved, and there's plenty of boats that are transients that are coming and going, and they're going to be there for anywhere from 5 days to maybe a month or 2, and even maybe some people that are go to spend to get there for the winter. Or it's actually a safe place if you want to leave your boat.
But it's kind of boring. There's not much to do. I'm just excited we've had agreement and harmony about how we feel.
So that's it. That's our trip to Guadiana.
Ciao.
Peace out. Good luck going up there.